Possible. If you grow up in a my little neck of the woods or Jamaica, you most likely have a nickname. If you're black, you're a blacker. If you're tall, you're a tall man. If you lose a limb, if you even a finger, you're a 1 or 9 or 9.5. If you have 12 finger, well, I know. Sometimes they even go overboard and call their names way. Not so much with the personality. Tallest man in my community, his name was Shorty. But the names I want to talk about today are names when not so much your character. Sometimes. Names like Killer and Murderer and Genocide. And sometimes them a call them name they like a true government name, you know? Because if you don't answer, then have a problem. And the one when we want to talk about especially is the dog. Yo, go on, dog. Yo, me day a dog. Me call the dog and the dog goes a rrr. I mean, I wonder to myself, oh, when dog get phone and dog can talk and all of them stuff there. Where dog are the how comes. Huh? But that is how we make it. Question to you. If you feel sick to the point where you puke up yourself, you know, or vomit up yourself, would you like somebody to take that, put it on a plate and serve it to you? Another question. If you go home on a dinner time and then serve the food and say, no, you can't eat at the table, you have to eat what drop off at the table, how would you feel about that? And for the Tuncan meal dog owner them who I gotta say to them dog not eat what left, would you eat the dog food? No? Well, that is what I'm talking about. Dog food of a dog. In the book of Proverbs, it tells us that a dog go back to its vomit. And in another book, it tells us that a dog eat the what left we call in Jamaica. What left? Crumbs off of the master table. So, what the sense that we proudly walk around calling each other dog when we don't want to be treated like dogs? You have to put an end to that. You know? You have to let your peers know that you don't want to be called by that name anymore. And they will stop. You respect yourself, them will respect you. Here is why you should respect yourself. Because the Bible states that when God, the breath
Watching.
into
Distracted, you know, watching.
nostrils, hey, and
Move the camera
it
to
was
there for me.
the Bible tells you that God breathed breath into man and he became a living soul, not a living dog. In Psalms it tells you that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You are. You don't know dog, you're a human being. You know, let me show you something. You have to do it for yourself. You have to respect yourself. In a second Samuel chapter 9 and verse 7, you know what happened? There was a certain man who was supposed to get some blessing from David, his friend's son. But he thought that he was less valuable than he was. And even the proof was there when time David said, yo, me I gonna give all of your grandfather land and you gonna eat on my table for the rest of your life. I gonna treat you good. You know when he said to David, the man calling himself a dead dog. How can you look on the scripture right there in front of you? Which is to say, he does not believe that he deserves anything. The Bible says that we're made a little bit lower than the angels. There is so much in the Bible that will remind us that we are better than dogs. Too much for us to be calling one another by that name. In fact, according to my knowledge, so far the only time I see something kind of good mentioned about one dog was when it was compared to a lion. Hold on. Before you start to celebrate, that lion that the dog was compared to was a dead lion. Not much to go off, right? So, my brethren and my sisterins, stop calling one another dog because guess what? The Bible also compare a dog to being a male prostitute. And that should have automatically stop females from calling one another dogs because you can't be a male prostitute. No, it might sound cool to you know, but it's not a good thing. And dogs don't go to heaven. Along with the warmongers and them things, the dog will be on the outside. The Bible said the dog is appointed to tear. There's just not, I don't see any good to that name. A dog is a dog. You're a human being and you should act like it. You should act like you know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, like you are precious in the sight of the Lord. Yes, man. So do yourself a favor. Stop Stop it today. You don't call nobody dog, and you don't allow nobody to call you a dog. Zine, until we meet again, walk safe, drive safe, and stay safe, my brethren and my sisters. Bye.